Alright, we're on. All this new shit right here. Whoops.
So this new nut don't want to go on your used part.
What does that mean?
That's probably why that other nut was all screwed up. There it goes.
Threads, okay.
That time it went on.
We can retap it.
I need that airline up there.
How do you make this
They stole my airline.
focus?
What a macro focus is.
Oh, I got it.
I'm trying to make it blow up.
The master. $1964 Ironhead.
Where?
It's there, man.
Oh.
Motor, anyways.
The teacher says it's a 1964 piece of junk, though.
That's right, yeah.
Well, yeah, that is until
It's looking better, huh? It was looking a lot better.
it's running, and then it's a masterpiece. Classic restoration of historic, genuine bikerness. And that's another way to rejuvenate your threads.
Use a new nut.
Just zap the shit out of them with a new nut.
That's it. It went all the way that time.
And voila. Little monkey grease on there.
And the threads are still on there. That's a plus.
Okay, so we're good. What happened?
Put the light on.
Oh.
Push your fingers over the damn stupid light. You take your coffee that way?
My hands are too big.
Well.
Okay.
Okay, so now the nut is form fitted to each other. They're happy with each other.
They're happy with each other?
They're together. They learned how to live with each other. Okay, now we don't have to have the fancy nut on there because this isn't a dry clutch anymore. We just want to hold it together. Alright, so now that was the easy part.
So the only thing that differentiates a wet clutch and a dry clutch is a nut?
Why don't you stick to it if you want. Now, right there.
This is shim, right? Yeah.
See how loose that is?
I thought we shimmed that.
When did you do it?
Well, I didn't do it.
Who did?
The master.
Wasn't me, I didn't do it. Maybe we should do it though. Get that out of the way, make too big of a mess over this side. Here's a genuine shim stock. Shim stock.
That's a shim.
1/2 inch by 25 feet. Steel.
Stainless steel?
Oh, I see.
They are stainless. This came from Northrop. You ever heard of them?
Northrop. What's the thickness on that again? 15 thousandths?
No.
1500 thousandths?
No.
15 10 thousandths?
15th?
10 thousandths is correct.
Right. I just guessed. I don't even know.
I could tell, but you guessed the right way finally. The thing is, it's 1.5 thou is what it is. So.
It's thin. Is it too thin though?
Oh, wow. That is thin.
Is that thin?
It's millwright stuff.
All right. So how much you want?
Well, do you have to be
2 layers would do it?
perfect? Or just close?
Didn't like cut steel, did you? No, white looks like it's way too big.
I
But
am Iron Man.
Yeah, it can't overlap, but it can be too short, right?
appears to be 1/8 of an inch too long.
Jacob, go check out front where all that commotion is, make sure someone's not still in our trailer.
I think someone would be stupid to steal from THM.
Yeah, but our trailer. That guy got me all freaked out.
I think that was the purpose of
Just to get me freaked out.
yeah. Me and Tatro chased off a little bit before.
I cut way too much, see?
Well, that's what I was saying. Can it be too short? No?
It is now. It's a 16 too short. Jeez. I
Well,
listened to you. Damn.
you gotta measure the circumference of the hole.
Why would you listen to us, Tatro?
That's my hands in the way.
No. The precision of a surgeon.
Tip it fell off. That's going to have to be it because that's where I cut it.
Because this tape is too valuable to be wasting.
Oh, it's 50 thou longer.
And it's good.
Now it's only 30 thou too short.
Is that gonna matter?
That's where I want it to be.
Huh.
Now you can put 2 of those in there without overlapping them also.
You can?
You have to because if they overlap, they don't work.
Right.
If they don't work, you won't be happy. Now for the fun part.
Making it stick, huh?
I put these 180 apart from each other. Less chance of a issue.
180 apart.
And there's one
Oh, I see.
gap on
There's
that
2 of
side,
them.
one on that side.
Oh, cool.
The problem is getting these to go into there. They don't just slide in there this easy. And we also have to get the slip by this gear right here. Like that. And then if you think that's too easy for you, and then we got to put the spring on there.
Well, that's why we pay you the big bucks.
And it's dark, so I can't see. There's the spring to dig in yet. And there's our spring.
Watch the magic.
So all of these things have to work together at one time without overlapping.
How many times have you done this before, Tatro?
This is my first time.
Well, just have to throw the basket away with the baby. Refill. Was that packing grease?
I found some assembly lube.
Assembly lube.
Usually it doesn't work this way, so. Anybody said it doesn't work this way?
And success.
Not yet.
Just hit it with a flathead screwdriver.
Bird up.
Bird. It worked? Here, you can get a closer shot of that, Jacob. It's too far away over there.
It blows up.
Well, a little screwdriver if you need it.
Rotate it on there, seems to work pretty good. A 1.5 thou shim stock bow is real easy. And then it becomes worthless.
You mean to say over
Blinding
that?
me. It's better to use your fingernails than, since I don't have any. So I'm going in and out, and see how it slid into that last time?
I'll be a son of a bitch. You can trim that shit. You can trim a sleeve. Never seen it before.
The only problem is it only takes out about half the issues, but I don't have any 5,000 shim.
Oh, better than it was.
That is a fact.
And we will be spring loaded and locked in.
Don't make this run dry, it will destroy itself right after the bike starts. Okay, you gotta rotate that in there like that. Go on the sleeve and do not pull the sleeve out. Rotate that like that. Don't put your fingers in there, it would hurt.
How do you know where the kicker's supposed to go? Supposed to look on the other side and see if that notch is straight up or something?
If it's in there correctly, it would be. Is your kicker not straight up like it's supposed to be? I
I
can't see. So figured you don't grab it.
The notch is straight up, but you know what? It's at a slight angle.
Angle to the back.
Yeah.
Not where it belongs.
Well, like straight, it's kind of like that.
Whatever. But where it was, because I can't change it. Okay. Now. Need some parts.
Yes, sir. Springs, clutch plates.
I need a sprocket.
Sprocket. Sprocket.
Need a clutch basket.
Here.
Need a knee pad. We ain't getting that.
You need to grease that bearing anymore?
Nice and dry in there, see?
You want it
Somehow we
dry?
gotta get some oil inside the here. See how the oil goes in there?
That wasn't even spinning when we gave it to him,
It is now.
for anyone that was wondering.
We had to clean it how many times?
At least
4.
2 or 3.
And how many times did I clean it after you did it?
Well, you cleaned it 4 and I cleaned it twice, so maybe 3 times.
And how many times do you have to redo it?
Twice.
If it doesn't rotate freely like that, there's something wrong. If you hear grinding noise, it's not good.
Or even just some oil in there, huh, Tatro? That's good for it.
It is oil. Okay, then that works. The seal, all it does is hold the race in. It's not used anymore. Okay, chain.
This is a chain.
Chain and a sprocket. Whichever chain we're going to use. And a chain shoe.
Chain?
That's that crappy ass used one.
Huh? Chain shoe.
Goes in there.
And the rocket. The sprocket for the front
Yep, your sprocket.
with the springy.
Nope.
What's
Here's
a
the
heavy
drawing.
duty fucking spring? Pardon my
Appears
language.
to be dry in here for some reason. That's how gravity helps in on the assembly process.
One day we'll do this on my own. Well, Bamba.
Bamboo.
That's
I need a hub.
rope. Hubber?
Need a lock.
This thing? Spring?
Blue handle pliers. No. It said lock.
How about
Need that. Need a lock.
lock? Is this a lock?
No. In my wallet.
Oh, fancy. This costs $2.
Blue handle pliers. Well, it might be 3 to you. Take your flat lock and bend it upwards so you can get behind it.
What will this be?
Like that. I don't know why they don't come that way. Some do. But these ones don't. Slip that in there before you forget about it. Here's that nut.
And then you lock that nut down with that $3 piece. So.
If it doesn't screw on easily, you need to work on it. Does it screw on easily?
Yes.
Good.
Still need to work on it.
What's the factory torque?
Yeah,
about
as
that.
much as that air gun goes.
About that much. Okay, where's that lock tab that you didn't fold over?
Uh,
Now he takes the light and loses it. See how he did that? Okay, that
Did you
tab's in the
already
wrong spot,
bend the tabs.
and that one's barely can get to it.
And screwdriver.
I need my big one.
Big one. Here's a big one.
That's not the big one.
Okay. I will find it.
Pins the
Ah,
lock
I
tab.
see what he's talking about.
Lock
This
tab
one.
has flattened itself out. Yipper.
So it's a bad lock tab, teacher?
No, I
No.
just didn't get it on right.
No, I pushed it down flat
Cooking.
with I pushed it down with the darn zip gun when I was working it.
With the knife?
Nope. I need my chisel.
Ah,
I need some
chisel.
I need some new knees too.
You know they do sell those. You got a new clutch, homie. This badass one. And the kicker, hopefully.
You know what I was thinking is, all the times I told you I should just go buy a bike. It's like, at least with this one, we know everything's the way it's supposed to be, you know?
Yeah, so we're not gonna have that problem with the kicker being off by like. Or
Are you picking on me again?
no.
Okay.
That's how they do that.
Now you don't want to push straight, you push it at an angle. So
So
it
it
wedges
pops it
against
out.
this and it pops it out as you're going down.
Nice.
And that folds it.
It's nice,
You
huh?
can go in there with a plier, and with this, move it up a little bit.
And the nut will never move.
And the channel locks you didn't bring with you, did you?
Oh.
These things right here. Now these are finger pinchers, so they go in here and pinch your fingers. Right after this thing slips off, which it always does. Okay, that one is now in there. There's a piece of metal in my hand. You see that piece of metal right there?
The gremlins are trying to shank you.
It's still in there a little bit. Yep, it's still in there. I can feel it. I need an anti-metal removing tool.
And that's how you do that.
It's
So
gone.
learn something, people.
It's gone. Yeah, it's gone. All right. Where's your bolt?
Tension shoe. The
Where's your
bolt, the Uno bolt is a key.
That's a crappy bolt. Where's a good bolt?
That's the only bolt we have.
That's the only one.
And
That one
it's crap.
sucks.
We're supposed to have two?
Yeah, it takes two.
Wow. We fucked up.
That's why there's two holes.
So after you let it ride for a little while, you want to come back and readjust it again?
First thing I do is get this one to stay tight.
That would be...
See how it's not tight? See how it's bottomed out and it's loose?
I think it went on top. If it matters. Actually, I don't
Nope,
remember,
didn't
and
have a top one.
I don't know.
You did not put the top one on there.
Well, the top one was the one that was stripped, remember?
It ain't stripped, it's just missing.
Well, yeah, now it's missing. How much that bolt gonna cost? Remember how long we sat here and fought and argued over this?
Over what?
Huh?
Over what?
This friggin' clutch basket and doing it ourselves versus bringing it here? Aren't you glad we had this done right instead of messing it up ourselves?
I just like learning about how to do this.
Well, in that case, you should put the clutch back together, senor. Alright, that's this thing.
Who's working the camera? Just let it run all day by itself. Okay, so we got you a brand new lock washer, a heavy duty flat washer that I got 3 left, and we got 2 different length bolts here, depending on which one we need. And we got to see if this one's going to tighten up. Appears it went tighter now. Okay, so we're going to take the longest bolt with no lock. See how much length we got. I already know it's not going to go in there because you had a big wad of crap inside your hole. And if you go too deep and hit the flywheel, it will knock the crank out of true.
How do you know how deep it's supposed to be?
When it quits moving easily, you're deep enough. Okay, see how it quit moving?
Yeah.
See how it's tight? That means we're good. So that one appears to be working. Now we will be putting a lock washer in there. Okay, now we take the longer one and we do the same thing. You see we're loose, but it's getting tight. That means it's too long. It's hitting something. Something might be the crankshaft, or it might be inside the case. So this one's too long, this one's good. So now we put the lock washer on there,
Oh, yeah.
and the flat washer.
Okay.
Because Loctite doesn't work with oil. And you have a lot of oil in your motor. Okay. Now you take this, go up. See how you go front or back? Push back because that's the direction of rotation. Give yourself a little bit of free play.
It's no better.
See how that changes when I tighten all of them?
Yeah.
See how I gain clearance?
Yeah.
Okay, make sure that's all the way in. Rotate it. Find a tight spot. So the chain goes up and down easily. See how it went up in that spot there? That's a tight spot. See how much clearance you got right now?
Yeah.
Just about right.
You just don't want to hit the top of the case?
You want it 1/4 of an inch, but just with light pressure, not yanking on it.
Right.
Now we're going to tighten these down a little bit.
If we put a gasket under that bolt, will that keep the oil from leaking through? Should be good enough. Keenan, I found this in there, by the way.
What?
This was inside of there when I picked it up right now.
So he has this inside of his compensator sprocket. I think it's a safety device for you to so you don't lose it. Don't lose it.
Yeah.
See where I put it? Right by his kicker shaft. Okay, now we gotta check this clearance again. It appears that it has grown a little bit.
That's tight.
See, it's got clearance in it.
Yeah.
It's better to have these a little loose than tight. There's your tight spot right there, see?
Okay. So you don't want any tighter than that?
Nope. We don't even have it tightened all the way up all the way yet. That's tight, but that's not. Okay, now we take this thing here.
What's that called?
It's called a nut.
What's the spring?
That's called a spring. I think we're missing something. What are we missing?
Why does it push it down like that?
What are we missing?
Ah! You are missing something. Is it this sleeve? Or is it this sleeve?
Go back
Is
a
it
little
this
bit, too
thing?
close. Give me some parts. I want parts.
I got this big sleeve here. I don't know what
Give
that's
me some
for.
big parts. You got big parts? Give me big parts.
That's it.
That's all we got for
That's
big
what you
parts. Oh, you're missing on the video now. You missed the important assembly process here. So you get sleeve, adapter, and spring. See how it pushes square?
Yeah.
But in there, that's the spring pushes on that, see?
What exactly is it pushing down for?
This here needs a little bit of lubricant on it so we can tighten the piss out of it. Is that enough lube? And that tightens down. And you have the right socket. You gotta go in there and tighten it up. For now, we're gonna work on the clutch. We are here. It kind of wobbles a little bit. Okay. Right. Now, somebody wanted me to make that, but I'm not doing it. You take 4 dowel pins, a piece of metal, and glue them together. You have a tool. Make your own. I'm not in charge of tool manufacturing around here.
They don't sell that tool at Home Depot?
Nope. And the one Jim's makes breaks after you use it 3 times or twice. It's made like crap. Okay.
How
now,
else can you get that thing off of there?
why don't you go over there and see if the kicker works.
Okay.
See if it engages. Actually, I should take this back off so we can actually check that without turning the whole bike over.
Okay, so what do you want me to do?
We're going to test the kicker before we put it all together. Hold on. Okay.
Just turn it over.
Kick. Hold on. Let it go. Okay, go for it.
It's hitting the fucking ground.
Did it release?
Yeah.
No, it didn't.
Cool.
No, it does a little bit. You're releasing. If it's engaged, yeah, bring it back up there because you can do it. You kick it. Let go.
I did. It's not going all the way because it's hitting the ground. Because the
Let go. Bring it up. That disengages.
yeah.
You always want to check that before you put the bike together. It sucks after you do it all done, and you go to start the bike and the kicker don't work. Done that more than once.
Why wouldn't it?
All right, where's the clutch?
I'm gonna take this off. It's straight up in the air, right?
I need a clutch.
Okay.
I'm tired. I'm going to sleep.
All right. We'll wake you up when it's done, teacher.
Okay, is it done yet?
Almost.
It looks a lot better when you turn it like this.
Okay, you want these things?
I need those.
Okay.
Where's your inner plate?
Do you know
Is
the
the thickest
order?
one, Tatro?
Where do you get this new one out? Where's the new plate?
This one?
No. Thick plate.
Do you know
See
the
thick
order?
plate? It goes in first. The tit goes up. See the
Tit.
outside edge?
The
Shoulder?
tit.
Okay. It's up.
That's your inner backing plate. First thing that goes in is the inner backing plate. You know why you call it a backing plate?
Because it's the back one.
Yep, it's the one that holds everything together.
All the rest are the same?
Yep, remember that when it was all chewed up?
Yeah.
Where's it at? Where is it?
It's the shitty looking one.
There it is.
You have them all.
Right here. See the one that's all chewed up?
You want to replace it with this one?
Oh, it goes in first.
Oh. Why? This is the shittiest?
And there's no reason for it to be worn because it doesn't wear against it. So I don't know how it got worn. It's all it's flying, it doesn't go anywhere. Okay, that's your first square plate. Then you put a fiber.
Either way, it doesn't matter.
As long as it fits in freely. And you take one of your steels. Everything should just slip right in. If it doesn't slip right in, there's something wrong.
It's a beautiful thing.
Yes, it is.
And then you can stagger these holes a little bit if you want.
The holes don't matter. They don't have to line up with anything.
Probably doesn't matter anyway.
Fucking love
You
this
can
guy,
do what you
man.
want.
Good shit, Tatro.
Okay, so we got 4 plates left. So the hottest one gets burnt, so we put the new one in the middle. So we can put it in right now, probably a good spot for it. We can put it in later, doesn't really matter. It looks like we got extra plates. How many plates are in that stack over there?
What's that?
Behind your butt on the floor, is it 7 or 8?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Looks like I'm not correct then. We're going from a 7 plate to an 8 plate clutch.
Yeah.
You got 1 extra plate. Plus these are Kevlar,
It's gonna make us go faster.
so they don't care if they're wet or dry. You can slip the living snot out of this and it won't care. Because I do on my race bike all the time. It's good for about 5 years of racing at least. Without a problem.
So we'll never wear them out.
When you destroy it in 5 minutes, there's something wrong.
Look at that.
Okay, see how it has a little bit of give to it here?
Spongy.
That's because the plates aren't dead flat. So that means the clutch might drag just slightly if you don't release it all the way. Now if you had all new plates and they were flat, you wouldn't have this wobbling, this compression going on.
It's not really gonna affect us, is it?
Okay, where's the outer hub pressure plate?
Aquí.
Okay, where's your push rod?
Springs, you mean?
Push rod.
Oh, this thing? This little magic one?
Push rod. Make sure you lubricate your push rod. It goes in. Now if you line it up so you know which way it goes between the studs,
Need horizontal?
this is a slot, it only goes one way.
Right, so how do you know if that's engaged?
Because I just did it.
Oh.
Now you gotta rotate this until this is in a dead center. See how this is not dead center?
Right, you need these things.
That means you gotta move it. Go to the next one.
Oh,
See how we're in a dead center now?
okay.
Give me a cup. If this goes in easily, we're good. See how it goes in there? Slides in, we're good. If you weren't dead center, I would go in. And that one's not dead center.
That rod might be bent a little.
Yeah, it looks like it is bent a little bit. So is this one next to it. These are experienced. There's a lot of experience going on there.
Yeah, I didn't really want to talk about that, but we were trying to figure out how they were going to get that fucking nut off. Made a tool that kind of bent them.
Oh.
Stopped right there and said, fuck it.
So you were the experienced one that bent it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely bent. Considerable amount of bending.
I definitely didn't want to break it, so I just stopped right there.
You didn't want to break it off?
I'll leave this up to Tatro.
Well, we both did it. We were fighting.
So you let me find it, huh?
Yeah, we're not going to say nothing, but since you're
Okay, I need my plastic hammer
like a detective,
right behind me.
we need you to find us out eventually.
See that bent?
That top one's bent too, I can see
See
it
that
from
bent?
here.
That's a lot straighter than it was. Let me go to the next one. That one appears to be bent a long ways. one. Some more.
Oh, sorry. Just daydreaming.
Well, that one goes right in now.
Hey! Party foul.
Got dirty. Went away. Okay, they all appear to be in there. Pull that clutch lever up there a little bit.
It's not hooked up over here on the side. Shit.
Work the worm then. How to push the push rod. Do something. Push the push rod a little bit. Make sure the push rod is engaged over here. Just push the push rod with your finger. What are you doing?
I don't know.
Why is that even off?
I don't have an answer for you at this
Why did you take that apart?
moment. I need something
I
to
was
push.
working on this side of the bike, not that side.
Oh, here we go.
Why did we take that off? Is it the throttle?
I need some springs though.
How's that?
There you go. Push on a little bit.
I did.
Feels good. Okay.
Hey, give me that old spring.
Like that?
All the springs are about this long.
Huh?
We don't
No,
need
no,
that
the
one.
new springs.
I know, we don't need that one anymore.
The new springs are in here.
Want the old springs?
You want the old springs?
Yeah.
You don't want new springs?
Nope.
Because the old ones are better?
The new one will put up your push rod.
Oh.
You want to put up the push rod?
No, definitely not.
Where's the old springs?
What the hell is a push rod?
What did we?
They're push on.
What did we?
You know.
Oh wait,
those
are the
little
springs in?
springs.
Look, Tatro. I think they're in that.
Oh yeah.
All those springs are good anyways.
Dad, give me that old
Got hair.
piece of shit. Give me the old one.
No, that one's good.
Oh, why would he bring this out then?
This one's gooder than that. This one's all used. It's all bent. This one's got more spring life in it. Huh.
So if you have a problem with a slipping clutch, you can put the heavy springs in there. And if you don't have a problem with a slipping clutch, leave these light ones in there. Because everything will work better with a lighter tension.
Okay, sounds good to me.
Oh, with lighter tension. Good to know.
Okay, now you got tower nuts here.
Okay.
They go in the big holes.
Right.
And that makes it easy to put together.
I'm gonna put this thing back on there. The wormhole.
Now you can tighten all of these up. And pull down, and hopefully the stud's gonna line up, but that stud right there is not gonna line up, it's way off. Probably because somebody bent it. Did you bend it?
What?
I did. We were fighting over who could get it off, and
Who could bend it the most, you said?
Pretty much.
You wanna see who's gonna bend it the most?
I was like, you know what? I'll admit, I'm a jackass. This is a
This
joke for
spring.
Tatro.
This one here is in the wrong spot. See, this doesn't go together because that's in the wrong spot.
What's going on?
Pressure plate won't go on because this was in the wrong spot.
Bent.
Go like that, wouldn't it? work.
Yeah, you gotta be straight.
Go straight, turn it 90 degrees, check them again. Now they're all perfectly straight. Because 3 of these holes are small, 3 are big, so you gotta make sure all 3 holes work both ways. So now those are all lined up perfectly fine, so we'll get together this time. I should have checked it the first time, but
You weren't expecting that level of sabotage, huh?
probably was interrupted by experienced help.
Yeah, that'd be me. Wondering if I should hook up this clutch so that we know that it's on right, but I'm pretty sure.
I'm gonna have to have this workable to finish this job up, so
Okay, pull this off.
that all needs to go together. Alright, I need some tools.
Can you have me an Allen wrench over there, Jacob? Cover off.
Just don't lose them. Steal them like last time you guys were here.
Did you ever find that one?
No, you stole it.
Holy shit.
Oh, you got 2 extra ones in your kit.
I wish I had an extra one.
Yeah, before I get too far involved, we need that too.
Can that 9/16 wrench too, Jacob, please?
Maybe. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is 1/2 inch. This looks a lot better when you move it along. And use a long extension. I can see it a lot better now. So your straightening studs, it looks better to be on the ground. When you put them together, it's better to be up here. Here's these nuts are a little used too.
You know what tension you're supposed to have on them springs there?
Yes, I do. Do you?
I forgot. I know it says it in the manual, but I ain't got that manual. Well, I got Tatro.
I lost my manual. Manual's not here today, so. You take all these a little at a time. Here's the spring tension. Alright, you get close to what you want it to be, put the other nuts on there. So we're missing a nut. There it is.
Holy shit.
Found it.
That is not a nut you want to lose, huh, Tatro?
There's one nut, you gotta buy a whole set. They're expensive.
Yeah, those some fancy nuts.
You screw these down until they got tension on them. So it doesn't have tension yet. Now it does. Alright. Now you measure it for 3/16 to a 1/4 inch.
Yeah, that's it.
So 1/4 inch is there, 3/16 is there. That's from the top of the cup to the inside of the pressure plate.
That's a pretty good measurement right there.
That's a 3/16. 3/16. That one's not a 3/16. Is now. That one is not. I'll take 2 to make this one where I want it to be.
pinche exhaust.
Okay, I got them all adjusted. Now when he gets the clutch working, we gotta see if the clutch comes out evenly, which it probably will not.
Okay.
You done playing over there?
Well, I just gotta put it in this little.
Oh, okay. He's
What's
over
this
there
thing
playing.
called?
It's called a kicker cover. All right, let me see the camera. Oh. So this is the adjustment we're measuring over here. There's the gap between the inner and the outer here. So that's 3/16 right there. Now once he gets the clutch hooked up, we'll release the pressure plate. We want the pressure plate to come out evenly. If it comes out like this side's loose, this side's tight. I mean, spring tension, so you gotta loosen these up to make them come out evenly by varying the spring rate out here. I don't really care what this outer pressure plate does, I care what the inner one does. So we gotta work it until it comes out nice and even. Then the clutch will work correctly. What are you doing over here?
Well, malfunction with this.
Oh, he's playing over here. Look at that mess.
It's all bent.
I foresee an hour at least over there. All
I
right,
got it.
we'll be
All of a
back.
sudden,
All of a sudden you got it?
all of a sudden, I'm really good at it.
You really good?
What would you say about it?
It's homemade.
Yeah, it is.
I think it needs to be worked on.
I just need a little something to clamp it down with.
Video cut.